Day 8 of the journey to pro bodybuilding and MMA. It is poll day. Opening night of Anastasia went fire last night. It was great. So much fun. My first show ever. So cool. So cool to be able to do that. And we've got our second show of 3 shows tonight. Super excited for that. Gonna go into it with a back and biceps pump. Whoa. Get back here. Gonna go into it with a back and biceps pump, which is, of course, just a lovely pump. It's gonna be so nice. And once again, it is the early afternoon of a school day. So I am hoping beyond hope, that means that the gym's gonna be fairly empty today. Now, knowing my luck, all right, let's see, how many cars? Okay, not as many cars as there were yesterday. That's for sure. Still way more than I'd like, though. Well, it is what it is. I guess I shouldn't be upset about a lot of people going to the gym, because, like, people should go to the gym. I think that going to the gym is a good thing, but it's also annoying. I'm gonna stop complaining. Let's go hit push. Does give you such a good range of motion. Like with Zotmans, I don't even get past my warm-up set before I start feeling an insane pump. Of all the curl variations, I would say that they give me the best feeling in my arms. Oh man, those get nasty. Unfortunately, starting yesterday and going through today and likely tomorrow, I'm having to let myself basically not be in a calorie deficit at all and just hit maintenance because of the show. We literally get there at like 5, leave at 11. Like, I just don't leave the building for freaking 6 hours, close to. So, unfortunately, I'm not really able to grab food unless I have somebody go grab me fast food. And with everything else, I haven't had time to like meal prep going into it to just like take stuff with me there. Which means I've had more fast food in the last like 2 days, really in the last week, but the last 2 days than I have in weeks. Let's get some pull-throughs going. stretch at the end right there is such a good feeling. Really enjoy these. I think at this point, my favorite pose to do is the front lat spread. I feel like I'm just starting to get lean enough to where my lats move and get visible and I get that nice V. Definitely still got a long way to go, but I feel like that's starting to look better. Love how these feel. Really, I'm starting to feel that in my triceps right now. Don't like that. How do I keep that from happening? Apparently, changing your grip to have your palms facing each other or even up is supposed to change it a bit. Before I put the weight up, I'm going to try that real quick to see how it feels. Nope. Definitely not that. Maybe palms facing each other would work, but I don't have any grips around for that right now. So we're just going to go back to normal. One more. Started off a little heavier than I usually do. I started finding that starting off with a 25, the 12 reps were a little too easy. I want to feel more struggle by the 11th and 12th rep. Felt it a little more with the 30s. Next time, I may even start with 35s. We'll see. It's funny. Sometimes it's kind of easy to get like comfortable with what you've been doing. It's like, oh yeah, I start off with this many reps at this weight. Then I do this many reps at this weight. And it's like, well, wait, you should also progress, you know? Like, as you get bigger, as you get stronger, theoretically, the weight should go up. So I think I'm going to kind of evaluate today, see what's starting to feel a little too easy. This was one of them that I knew from last time the 25s felt too easy to start with. So started with 30s today, felt a little more like it. Whew. Controlled. One more. Whew. Okay. Come on, two more. Come on now. Come on. Oh, that last one felt bad. Good grief. That last rep felt kind of insane. I got like stuck. Gonna allow myself a little more rest time before I hit this one. Get some water. Come on. Yeah. All right. Love these. Warm up real quick. I believe that I now have the camera set up in such a way that I can talk right here and my head isn't cut off. I just love T-bar row. It just feels so right on my upper back. I feel like each row variation that I've tried that's specifically for upper back, maybe I just haven't tried enough of them, but I've really tried like quite a few. It just never felt right. Now, most of those that I tried were also pretty early on in my fitness journey, like more towards the start of the year, and I could never get it figured out. But that was back when back day was always awful for me. Like I hadn't learned how to target anything in my back yet. Like not even my lower lower lats, which are now they feel so easy. Still sick. Still in my lungs. But yeah, with this one, it just feels so right. I feel like I'm hitting exactly what I'm trying to hit. Maybe when I do cable row later, I'll just give these a try too and just see if I feel any different now that I've learned a little bit more of that mind muscle connection. Feels nice to be able to talk just a little bit louder since there's nobody here. Like I'm looking in this entire section right here. Closest dude is like at the dumbbells and he's got headphones in, so I can talk however loud I want, which is nice. Sometimes I rewatch these and I realize like I'm kind of muttering a lot of the time because I don't want to annoy people, you know, like I really want to protect people's like gym time because, you know, for some people, a lot of people, this is like their alone time during the day. So I don't want to make it annoying. Able to take my time today, so we actually are going to hit 4 sets of this like I like to. Oh man, one of the biggest guys at the gym just pulled up outside. This dude is huge. There are a few guys at this gym who are just absolute monsters. Hoping to join their ranks. I don't feel like I'm there yet, but I don't know. I feel like you never really feel like you're there. So much about this is just mental, just like grit, not being willing to give up on the next rep. You just gotta lock in, you know. Like if you really want to hit it as hard as you can, you can't let any excuses stop you from the next rep. It's crazy how much just like going one more, like just getting to failure and going barely past it, the amount of hypertrophy, the difference. All right, enough yapping. Go get some water and hit one more set. That was insane, dude. You loaded that up and started repping it like nothing. That's crazy, bro. You had that moving. Ah, oh, that's insane, man. Well done. For real, well done. Oh, man. Yeah. Homie was just repping 225 on incline barbell bench. It's incredible. He just did as many reps with 225 on incline, more so than I could on flat bench. Amazing. She's got it like that. That's impressive. Last little bit. Because these barbells don't go up very much more in weight, I've just been trying to like add more pauses at the top for the same amount of reps. Weight is going to take a stall this week for sure, just because of performances, but that's okay. Still on track. There's actually a chance I'll still lose. Like, I've been hitting about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week in loss. This week it might just like only be 1 pound, which, I mean, hey, I'm okay with that. Still progression, still moving in the right direction, right? Trying to get huge lats. Just, I think that frame right there, I'm gonna screenshot that. That'll be the thumbnail. Ha. Can't wait until I'm lean enough to like wear compression shirts, you know? Guys who wear those all look so cool. I gotta get lean first. Usually I wouldn't do this many back exercises in a row. I'd go to cable curls, but cables are taken, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit some rows, hit my lower back, then we'll close out with cable curls. I can live with that. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hitting back really is such an enjoyable day. Those motions just feel so nice. This right here was the first exercise that I ever started feeling my back on. I remember I did pull downs. I did the row machine instead of like cables. Big difference. Oh, yeah, yeah, you got it, bro. But this was the one that really started feeling my lower back on. Don't you just love when you get a phone call and it interrupts your video? I'm sure everyone experiences that. I think my lifts are going to really start getting nasty here in the next week or two, because I just know I'm gonna like go into a freaking depressive state once this show is over. It's been like such a journey and shared emotions with so many people. It's going to be weird to not see them every day anymore. So I'm going to have to take it all out here. Guess that's good news for the gains. My Viking music playlist is perfect for this exercise. It's like, onwards we row. Ooh, good, like rowing chants. Yeah, shout out Miracle of Sound in Peyton Parish. There's a few others, but those two go to back day music. Give it a couple more seconds. Heart rate got to get lower. Get my back feeling more normal. I'm just lying to your face. I'm just waiting for it to get to the chorus. Whew, let's do this. Ooh. The cables are still taken, so I might just end it there. Nah, we'll do some barbell curls. Not quite as optimal as cables, but whatever. This'll do. I always kind of feel that in my wrists right here, though. There's like a weird strain that I feel sometimes. We'll just do one more of these. My biceps are feeling good. There we go. And that's day 8. A very enjoyable pull day. Very enjoyable, you know? But then again, pull day is almost always enjoyable. Only days it isn't is when for some reason, you know, I'm having a hard time targeting my back. But luckily that doesn't happen too much anymore. Got a nice upper back pump, got a nice lower back pump, biceps are feeling juicy. It's a good day. It's a good day. We got another performance tonight. Second to last. Crazy to think it's almost over, man. But this is not a theater channel. I would not make a theater channel. I promise. I'm not a theater kid, but I do enjoy musicals. Are you really just crossing the... Okay, yeah, just across the street. You're good. Okay. Survival skills of a lemming. Anyway, it's a good day. Good day for sure. The only thing that would make this day better is if I could hit my macros and my calories. I'm probably going to hit my macros, actually. I'm probably going to exceed my macros. But calories, not so much. That's not going to work too nicely, but that's okay. It's okay. You know, something that I was just watching a Sam Sulik video yesterday where he talked about that very thing. He was like, you know, there are people who like go into the, especially like now going into the like holiday season, you know? And I mean, we've got just meal after meal, you know, we got Thanksgiving, which is just going to be huge. We've got, you know, Christmas, which for a lot of people, there's huge meals around that too. Christmas parties, I mean, just the whole shebang. And the thing about that, right, is that, like he was saying, I don't want to like just copy and paste his whole video, but like he was talking about how it is kind of a tough holiday to be a fitness, and not even just fitness, but like health-minded person, because then, you know, at Thanksgiving, you're the weird guy. You're the guy who's like eating all the turkey, you know, and maybe some of the ham, but saying no to the big portions of like stuffing, you know, or especially of like desserts, like pies or that sort of thing. But something that Sam was talking about too is he was like, look, if you talk to, I mean, so many of these pro guys, so many, like they did not never take a day off. They didn't miss their holidays. They didn't, you know, their holidays might have looked a little different. You know, in the days leading up to their holiday, they might have eaten, you know, maybe less carbs and less calories in order to make up for a little bit of splurging, but they weren't psychotic. You know, there are some guys who are, there are some guys who do that, but you're not, you know, they're not better than you for not enjoying their lives ever. So like for me, I'm intending, you know, the week of Thanksgiving to pretty much subtract an extra probably 100 calories a day from my, since that's the main thing I'm tracking. Right now I'm just tracking protein and calories. I'm not worried about tracking carbs or fats yet. And that's something I know I will do eventually. I'm telling you what I think. This is not something I know for sure. I'm not a scientist, and there are definitely people who disagree with me. There are people who disagree with every fitness take, so take this with a grain of salt. But I do not feel that I need to track those right now. All I'm doing is cutting weight as best as I can, keeping muscle as best as I can, and staying strong. That's really all I'm doing right now. So I don't feel that I need to track those yet. Now, once I get to the point where it's like, okay, we're going to be getting real low body fat percentages, and obviously if I enter like a prep phase, things like that, okay, obviously, sure, we're going to start tracking way more than just protein and calories. But right now, I'm totally chill with just tracking protein and calories. So that is what I'm focusing on right now. So I plan on cutting probably about an extra 100, maybe even 150 calories in the 5 or so days leading up to Thanksgiving, so that day I have several hundred extra calories that I can allocate towards these extra side dishes. You know, I'm a big green beans guy. Like I'm gonna be eating some green beans, you know, and like, which I mean, I know those aren't the unhealthiest option, but that's a splurge for me. I love those so much. Like they call them cracked green beans with like the brown sugar and the bacon. Oh, good grief. But yeah, we're actually flying out to California to go to Knott's Berry Farm for Thanksgiving. So stoked for that. It's going to be incredible. That was like one of the staples growing up for me. I grew up in Southern California, first 9-ish years of my life. Lots of good memories there. And it has been a long time since I've been to Knott's. A long time. I've been back to California off and on since then, but never back to Knott's Berry Farm. So I am extremely excited for that. That is going to be incredible. So hopefully we can get some good vlogs out there. I want to see if there are gyms in the area. No promises. There's a chance my family can get a little bit picky about, like, you know, as long as I'm out there, I need to be spending time with them, which I understand, totally understand that. But I am willing to look like the bad guy if it means prioritizing my goals sometimes. So who knows? We're going to see. We're going to see what happens, because family obviously needs to be prioritized the most. But if there are some days, my family is a big like late night person and then sleep in person. They're the type who will like work until 2 a.m. but then sleep until like 10. And then my in-laws are the opposite. Although they stay up late sometimes too, they'll get up super early, crack of dawn to get work done, and then they'll go to bed at a more reasonable hour. Probably the healthier of the two. Similar work hours either way, but so my schedule kind of changes depending on that. Like when I'm with them, I usually fit my workouts into the nighttime so that I'm not missing out with them. Then when I'm with my family, I try to fit them into the morning so I'm not missing out with them. So there's kind of a give and take there. I haven't discovered which is 100% best for me, working out at night or in the morning, but I tend to say in the morning. I really, really like doing it in the morning, because then not a single ounce of energy has been given to anything else throughout the day. I literally wake up, like my goated morning when I'm healthy, so that I'm not having to take forever cleaning up my voice and taking a bunch of medicine and tea. Wake up within the first 5 minutes of being awake, get outside, get some sun, hit my cold plunge, go back inside, take my supplements, head straight to the gym. That right there, peak energy. It's just goated. It totally explains why my gains have dipped just a little bit, especially on compound lifts, ever since I've stopped being able to do that. Like, the energy is just different. It's completely different. So once Anastasia's done and I have my evenings open, I think I'm going to set my availability at work to include less early mornings, so that I can fit my workouts into early mornings again, because it is just the best feeling ever. But yeah, so when I'm out in California, there's a chance I may just say like, okay, if everyone's going to be up at 10:30 and active by 11, maybe I'll get up at 9:30, get to the gym, get done with the gym by like 10:30, be back, to be with them. I'd really like to do that. I love trying new gyms at different places that I travel to. That's so exciting to me. I always feel this is something I hear people say this too. When you go to a new gym, for some reason, the new environment, the new equipment, whatever it is, you get better pumps. I don't know what it is. It's like you have to change your routine slightly, so your muscles aren't used to everything. The mentality is different because you're not locked into like a comfortable state. I still remember one of the times when I started repping 200 for the first time. I think I got like the first time I ever did 2 reps of it. Or maybe 3. It might have been 3. It was in a gym in South Carolina that I had never been to before, just because there's something about it. Being in a new place, it's just like there's no comfortable mindset. You're locked in. So I'm always interested by that kind of thing. I'm always interested in trying that. So might be able to go do that. Might even be able to hit it with my brother. My brother's a big fitness guy. He's going to be there at Knott's. He's a police officer, so he's doing physical training every day. He's at his physical, I won't say peak because everyone can get better, but he's definitely most fit he's ever been right now. So so that might be fun. So there's any number of things that could happen. We're going to be doing some traveling. We're going to be going several different places. The wife and I might be trying to make a trip of some kind come January or maybe February, probably January. I'm still hoping beyond hope that I can make December 20th work for Dubai. If that works, you best believe the amount of content that I'm going to make, it's going to be astronomical. I've rambled for way too long, but you know what? I'm glad to not feel like I'm in a rush, because I like this rambling portion. I don't have enough videos out to know from my analytics if you guys actually watch these. I know that guys like Sam do this thing all the time, and people who like to just have stuff on in the background that talk about things that they're passionate about, sometimes that's good for them. So who knows? Maybe you're watching this. Maybe you only care about the workout. Maybe you don't care at all. The algorithm gave you this and you clicked off, 27 minutes before I'm even saying anything right now. I don't know. But if you're watching, I do appreciate it. I really enjoy making these. It gives me something where I'm always thinking these thoughts. And even though there's nobody here in this car that I'm talking to, it feels nice. There's something about it to be able to just talk about what I'm passionate about. And I feel like that helps me not talk my wife's ear off too much, because she's not into this kind of thing as much as I am. She doesn't really want to hear about the front lat spread pose and all the things I've been doing to perfect that. It's just not really her thing. She's very supportive, but it's not, So it's good for me to have this outlet. And yeah, I'd encourage you to find your outlet too. Thank you guys for watching. Day 8, diabolical pull day. We may or may not hit leg day tomorrow. It's going to depend on several factors. I've got a ton of people in town now who I'm going to be getting lunch with and dinner with and meeting up with people and blah, blah, blah. And it's closing night tomorrow. There is a chance I might not hit legs tomorrow. I hope you understand. I'm going to do everything I can to fit it in. If you see a video tomorrow, hey, you know, that is evidence that I'm goated. I'm goated either way. But, yeah, that's enough rambling. Leg day may or may not happen tomorrow. Pull day happened today, and I'm happy about it. Subscribe.